Motor Week 92, television's automotive magazine. Your host for Motor Week 92, John Davis.
Well, hello and welcome again to Motor Week 92. We're glad to have you with us. Let us consider the Volkswagen Corrado. If there is one machine that best illustrates the problems that its manufacturer has had in the U.S. market, it is this car. When this sleek little German cruise missile was introduced in 1990, it threatened to run its American and Japanese competitors into the weeds. Unfortunately for Volkswagen, that never happened. Much of the blame can be placed on drivetrains that didn't match up with the car's excellent chassis, so Corrados languished on dealers' lots. But that may soon change, because Volkswagen has just introduced an improved Corrado. By all appearances, this is the same Corrado Sport Coupe that Volkswagen has been trying to sell to American drivers for the last 2 years. Granted, there have been the usual new model year styling tweaks. These include a slightly recontoured hood, simpler grille, and deeper chin spoiler. And the standard 15-inch BBS alloy wheels have been subtly restyled. Otherwise, it's the same unique, very European look as before, right down to the unusual automatic spoiler that rises at speeds above 45 miles per hour. But the big improvement to the Corrado is indicated by a grille-mounted badge that simply reads VR6. That's the designation that Volkswagen has assigned to the Corrado's new standard engine. It's an all-new narrow-angle V6 that the Corrado shares with its sedan cousin, the Passat, and it is narrow. Only 15 degrees separate the two cylinder banks, allowing the use of a single cylinder head for both sides. The VR6 makes 178 horsepower, 20 more than its supercharged four-cylinder predecessor. And with 177 pound-feet of torque, the Corrado SLC was over a full second faster to 60 at 6.4 seconds. A quarter mile took 15 seconds at 96 miles per hour. Very nice. And its performance had our test drivers raving about everything, from power delivery to the clutch. The VR6 engine has a remarkably wide, flat power band, and it exhibited a strong bottom-end punch that we're not used to feeling in this car. The 5-speed manual shifter and clutch are also smoother this year, with better feel. A 4-speed automatic is optional. Unfortunately, more cylinders means more fuel used. Corrado's EPA fuel estimates have dropped about 10% to 18 city, 25 highway. We got 22 miles per gallon. The front-wheel drive Corrado has always had a fine chassis, and the new powertrain allowed us to make maximum use of its superior handling. Mild front plow changes to a smooth, controllable oversteer. We're especially impressed with the excellent steering feel. There was the typical Volkswagen body roll in hard corners, but it has no meaningful effect on handling. The overall effect is excellent directional balance and solidity. Last year's optional anti-lock brakes are now standard. They stopped our Corrado SLC in an average distance of 108 feet from 60. The ABS system now includes differential locking traction control, which contributes to the car's excellent stability in both braking and acceleration. ABS and traction control are just the latest in a long list of standard features that includes everything from air conditioning to central locking. So the Corrado isn't just fun to drive. The comfortable, efficient cockpit also makes it a very nice place to spend long periods of time. Height-adjustable bucket seats have plenty of support and easy-to-use manual controls. They combine with a standard tilt wheel to make finding a comfortable driving position easy. Motorized belts provide passive restraint. You sit facing a large, clear, but somewhat incomplete set of analog gauges. While there is a trip computer, high-performance cars should give the driver complete information all of the time. On a more positive note, Volkswagen actually puts the well-laid-out controls for the optional CD player up high in the dash, where they're easiest to use. And for the first time in a VW that we can recall, the ignition also shuts off the stereo. Heat and ventilation controls are classic VW and also easy to reach and use. But the power window controls are set low and flat on the doors, where you can easily hit them with your knee while driving. Interior storage space includes a large glove box along with the usual nooks and pockets. But rear passenger space in this 2+2 is tight. The split-folding rear seat is best used for child-sized riders, but it does increase the already adequately sized trunk, which is easy to load thanks to a low liftover. The VR6 Corrado's price now starts at $21,840. With only one option, our test car costs $22,090. While we think that's a fair price, it's still more than you'll pay for a comparably equipped Honda Prelude SI. The Prelude only packs 4 cylinders under its hood and is slower to 60 than the more powerful VW. The Corrado also has better handling than a Prelude without 4-wheel steering and slightly stouter ABS brakes. A Mazda MX-3 GS will cost you thousands less than a Corrado. While it does offer a V6 engine, it's a smaller, less powerful one than the VWs, so the Mazda is not as quick, but offers braking and handling equal to the Corrados. In our safety check, the Volkswagen Corrado SLC passes with standard ABS and rear shoulder belts, but no airbags are available. Hits start with the Corrado's superb new engine and excellent handling. We also like the smooth gearbox, strong brakes, efficient interior, and long list of standard features for its price. Misses include the gauges, which are large but incomplete for a high-performance car. Then there is the reduced fuel economy and the poorly located power window controls. That's not much to complain about, and that's because the Volkswagen Corrado SLC is a truly superb automobile. That's mostly thanks to the VR6 engine, which finally gives it the power and overall balance it needs, and makes it one of the most impressive sport coupes that we've driven in years.
Motor Week is a production of Maryland Public Television.
This is PBS.